My name is Milica and welcome to your third trimester. For those that have been with me, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a slow, natural degress from what you've been doing so far. If you're new, welcome. I will guide you and give you options as well. So I'll tell you what I've set up here. So I've got some dumbbells for some side squats, so just going like this. Then I have a resistance band here to do like pull downs, okay? So your resistance band might be light to medium at this point, a lot lighter compared to previously, or perhaps you just want to stay as you have been the past few weeks. It's up to you, everyone's different, okay? And then I've got some dumbbells here for some air punches as well, so some lighter ones, okay? So let's start off with a marching on the spot, and I'll put my timer on. Okay, let's start by marching. So we're just trying to get some circulation through the body happening. We're not trying to be out of breath at all. So those of you who are new to prenatal fitness or don't know, I always tell everyone is you don't want to ever be out of breath during prenatal fitness or in general, right, during your pregnancy. And this, being deprived of oxygen, you're depriving the baby of oxygen and its development. So we have what we call the talk test. So if you are not able to talk throughout the fitness program, then that means you're pushing yourself too much and you just need to slow it down. Give yourself a bit of a longer break, a longer break in between sets, or just tone down the intensity of it. Okay. All right, so just a slight bend, that's all. And a bit of a trunk twist. More seconds. Okay, so we're going to do some mobilization, some dynamic stretches. So we're starting off with the hips. So one leg forward, one back, heel can be off the ground. And we're just twisting like this, yeah? So you're feeling the hip here, yeah? Just twisting. And this way, one. Let's swap legs. Okay, we're going to come to the floor a bit, and it's called wagging your tail, tail wag. So what you're doing is you're kind of just going like this, yeah? So you're twisting to get that lower back stretch. Okay, and a little bit of the neck. Fantastic. So, what we're going to do is our tempo is going to decline. So far we've been doing 4 or 3 for squats and lunges. What we're going to do now is do about a tempo of 2 or 3 seconds, something in between as well. And what we're going to do is do 12 to 15 reps. Yeah? So, you know, you may have declined your weights, you may have not, that's fine for the squats, but basically we're just going to do slow and like this, okay? So let's do 15 on each side. And you're not squatting all the way down because it's a sort of like a semi a squat lunge, yeah? Okay, now we're back onto the like pull down. We're doing 3 seconds here. 1, 2, 3 on the way up, quickly down. Fantastic. Okay, so next up we have the air punches. Alright, so it's just this, 15 on each arm. Don't forget to breathe. Fantastic. All right, let's take a break for 60 seconds. Grab a drink if you must. Okay, so we're going to go back onto the squats. Okay, so it's a wider stance than your typical squat. All right, and here we go. Fantastic. Okie dokes. Well, we've got the lat pulled down now. Lovely. Okay. We've got our air punches now. All right. Off we go. 15 each arm. Fantastic. All right, let's take a 60-second break. Okay, we're going back onto those squats, all right? Try and aim for 15, if not, bring it back down to 12, see how you go, all right? And off we go, 1, 2. Wonderful. All right, we've got our last lat pull down for the day. And lucky last. All right, we're nearly done on this circuit. Wonderful. So we're going to go back onto these air punches. 15 each arm. Off we go. Fantastic. All right, well, that's the end of the first circuit. Give yourself a 60-second break and come back for the second round. Hello, welcome back to the second circuit today. So what I have for you is one dumbbell that is optional if you want to add on onto a wall sit, yeah, or free weight, depends where you're up to. Then I have a resistance band to do a chest press, and then I have another resistance band that is going to be for your straight arm pull down, that we're going to come this way to the left and one to the right. All right, so we're kind of stepping down a bit, all right? Well, I like to think we are. All right, I think we are. So what we're going to start off with is the wall sit that we're going to do for 1 minute. If you feel like 1 minute's too much, it's up to you to do less, okay? So of course you do have options. You are not 100% obliged to do exactly what we're doing, because I understand that every woman's different. Every woman has her own prenatal journey. Some days you have a good day, some days you have morning sickness, you're tired, this and that. Kind of want to get a workout out. All right. Okay. We're now going to do the straight arm press, the chest press. So we put it around here, yeah, and we come out, and we slowly come in. 1, 2, 3, and we pull out. 1, 2, 3. So it's just sort of like a standing type of push-up, I guess, in a way, yeah. Is the straight arm pull down. If you've been with me, you're a bit familiar with it. We've so far only been just doing it vertically, straight down. Here, we're going to do 10 on each side. So this is not a lat pull down. So, if you're feeling it here, that means you need to reduce the resistance band, because it's meant to be an integrated core. It's not a typical core workout, but it's fantastic for pregnancy and postnatal specifically. So here, we're coming down to this side, right, slowly, and then we come to this side. It's a bit hard for me to demonstrate, but basically, you're coming down this way, and then the band this way. Okay? So 1, and left. Yep, that's 1. So this is really great for labour, to have a quicker labour. Believe it or not, but fitness in prenatal speeds up that labour process. You can honestly have a baby in 45 minutes. It happens. And it's a straight arm all the way down. You're not, it's not like a back row where you're kind of pulling, bending the elbows. And you can also do this on a cable as well, if you find it a lot easier and if you're at the gym. Yeah? Alright, well that's the end of the first round. 2 more rounds, I'll give you a 60-second break. Grab some water if you must. Okay, we're going to go back onto those wall sits. Add the weight if you wish. Okay, let's wrap it up there. We now go on to our chest press. Okay, try and do 12. Fantastic. Hope you're enjoying the workout so far, as I have been providing it to you. Fantastic. All right, we're now moving moving on to our straight arm pull downs. So arms are straight as you pull down. Fantastic. All right, we'll give you a 60-second break and we've got one more round left. Okay, so we'll move back onto our wall sit one last time. Okay, we're ready for 60 seconds. Maybe 15 more seconds, nearly there. Okay, let's wrap it up. And now we move back to our chest press. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Three more. Fantastic. We have our very last exercise for the day. So let's kick off. All right. 2 more. Fantastic. Stick around for a couple of minutes. We're going to do some stretching, which is just as important. So we'll start off with stretching our adductors. This is extremely important to stretch for core exercises, and we actually are activating our core. Even if you're pregnant, you actually are working integratively your core throughout all the exercises. So this is really important. So we're just going to come forward and back. So a bit like this. Yeah, so we're just kind of coming back and rocking back and forth. Fantastic. We will move on to our hamstrings. So keeping the back straight, and we're just trying to see how far we can go, maybe touch our heels. Here we're going to try and stretch our lower back as well. So the left hand is going to try and touch the right foot, okay? And here you're going to feel a nice stretch. And swap. Fantastic. And while we're here, we're just going to grab our hands at the back and just try and get a stretch at the front, our arms and our chest. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave a review. It means everything to me, and to know that it is very much valued. And I'll see you in the next one. So this exercise program today, you do this 3-4 times a week. That's for the first 2 weeks of your 3rd trimester. Okay. Fantastic. I'll see you soon.